is what brings us together today.
Hi, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry if I confused you. I thought that would be kind of funny to start off tonight's Mommy Scopes Confessions. I didn't want to talk over it and then you wouldn't be able to see it. Hi, Melody. Hi, Tina. Hi, hello everyone. Hi, it was funny. I got it. Good. Okay. I was like, we're going to lose everybody. Hi, Rachel. I'm going to give everyone a second to come in. I know sometimes we hear those alerts and we're not able to run to the phone. Hi, Fantabulous Mom Olivia. How are you? Hi, 3 Libras. Are you sitting on the floor in your kitchen? Yes, I am. You look like the girl from Baywa. Are you wearing your kimono? Yes, I'm wearing my kimono. See? So how is everybody today? It's been a little crazy day today. I don't know if you saw my earlier scope, but it was a little crazy. My name is Amy. For those of you that are new, hello, Pepper. Thank you. For those of you that's new, my name is Amy Weiler, and welcome to Mommy Scopes Confessions, a night where we get to kiss that mommy guilt goodbye. No more laying our head on the pillow, feeling sorry for ourselves, or kicking ourselves or berating ourselves over what we didn't, could have, should have, would have done with our children. We are here to get a little bit of encouragement before bed, to share our day, and always with hopes of a brand new tomorrow. And I want you to come here to find community. This is not YouTube. I'm not going to sit here and talk to you the whole time. That's not what I want this to be about. I want you to engage. I want you to talk. I want this to be a two-way conversation. Can I watch even if I'm a guy? No. It's Mommy Scope Confessions. I'm sorry. We would really like to keep this women only. I mean, I can't stop you, but unless you want to talk about like placentas and periods and stuff, I don't really see why you would want to stick around for the conversation. Yes. I like to keep this a safe place for women to come share our hearts. And when there's people in here that shouldn't be, then it's just not that great. Hi, Jen. How are you? Really quick, welcome to Periscope. If you are new, I want you to write in bold new. Just write new. If you're a newbie, did you get your date night? Well, I'm going to talk about that in a second. If you're new, if this is your first Mommy Scopes Confessions, just your first Mommy Scopes period, I want you to write new. Oh, Sarah, hi. Good. So that way everyone can say hi to you and we can check out your profile and you can follow us and all that stuff. New. Hi. 4 occasions. What's your name? I would love to know your name so I can get to know you personally. Those hearts that are streaming up, that's just a way to give encouragement. If I'm saying something that you like, or if you're excited or you're happy or just want to cheer me along, seeing those hearts make me think that you care about what I'm saying. So I love those hearts. Thank you so much. So welcome to Mommy Scopes Confessions. Oh, really quick. There's the update isn't out yet, but there's Watch Your Data. A lot of people are getting hit with outrageous phone bills, especially this past month with Periscope being really taking on and being popular. People aren't watching their data, and they're going over their limit, and they are, Don. Are you a man, Don? Are you a dude? This is Mommy Scopes. Are you a mommy? Anyway, people aren't watching their data and they're getting some outrageous phone bills, especially if they're not on Wi-Fi or anything like that. So just double check the rules. Donalyn. Okay. All right, Donalyn. Great. Donalyn. How many kids do you have, Donalyn? Come on, tell us more about you. We would love to find out more of your mommyhood. No, I have 4 children. Oh, that's awesome. Wow, what are their ages? I was just about to watch a replay on essential oils. Yes, I saw that too. I was at dinner. Today is my 19th wedding anniversary. Da, da, da. It was great, and I did get my date. For those of you that watched my scope or watched the replay earlier, things got crazy. We never did end up going to the movies, but we went out to eat, which was really nice. We had a nice quiet dinner, and we ended up running into some friends, and 26, 24, 22, and 20. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. So you have all almost grown kids, so that's great. So we're going to have you stick around too. So it was great. It was a little crazy day, and I kind of was feeling like a little discouraged this morning, a little crappy, if you have to say, because my husband took off of work early. He had a problem with his neck, and he came home early, and he was going to surprise me. And, oh, thank you so much. Happy anniversary. Thank you. Thank you for those hearts. Oh, my goodness. They're just streaming, and I just love them. Thank you. And then with my kids' schedules and taking them back and forth, it was a messed up day, and then we couldn't go to the movies because we'd get home too late, and he has work tomorrow, and I kind of feel like, felt like it was just, I messed it up, and it was just a very discouraging day, but we had a great time at dinner, and it was nice. But I wanted to get here, and I wanted to discuss marriage with you, since today marriage has been on my mind so much with me remembering the day that I got married. The day I got married my husband and I have a very long, complicated story. We married young, we fell in love quickly, and we fell hard. We scared everybody around us because, we got married, he was 19, I was 20, but we met when we were younger, and it was instantaneous, and it scared everybody around us, and they didn't think we knew what we were doing, and we were young, and all that, and there was only one person that believed in us, and that was his mom, I packed up my bags, I left a note, and I ran. Is he coming on tonight? Yes, he is. Jay, you coming on tonight? They're asking. If it's all right with you guys, we're going to have him on in a little bit. But first, I want to make sure that it's okay with you guys, because I don't want to think that, if you're not comfortable with him coming on, then I'm not going to have that. So the moral of the story is I left a note and I ran away. I ran away with my husband, and he became my husband, and we've been together ever since. And yes, it's a pretty cool love story, but there was a lot of garbage that went on because of my decisions and stuff like that, and that's just a whole other Periscope. Oh, Sarah says, bring him on. Oh, yes, it'll be fun as long as he doesn't say open boobs. If he says open boobs, I will beat him right in front of everybody, so don't you worry. So we got married young. I got pregnant 2 months after I was married. I got pregnant with my first. So we just we just went bang forward right into all this. So we're just going to discuss a little bit about marriage. I would love to hear how long you've been married, and throw up in one, if you could describe, or I know there's a thing on Facebook not that long ago about I eloped too, only I didn't leave a note. I moved out when my parents were on vacation. Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. Okay, I know it's not hysterical. I can say it's hysterical because I did it, and I know there was a lot to come home to after that, so I can laugh because, oh my God, we've been married 4 years, together for 7. That's awesome. 4 occasions. Want to know how old are my children? I have 7 children, ages ranging from 18 to 3. I did diplomas a couple weeks ago, and I'm still doing diapers because I'm too lazy to potty train the last one, but he'll be potty trained sometime soon. I would be crushed if my daughter did that. Y'all are scaring me. Oh my goodness, I know. Well, the thing is, I'd be crushed if my daughter did that too. We've been married for almost 8 years, but we didn't talk to my parents for 2 years. It was rough. Yes, it was rough. But you know what? I don't know about you, Melody. I would love to hear your story one day. If you scope, everybody follow Melody just in case one day she decides to tell us your story. But really quick, before I continue with this, if you know any moms out there that need some encouragement along on their journey, swipe up if you're on an iPhone. Oh, swipe to the right if you're on an iPhone, and share this with your followers, and share it on Twitter. And invite them in to come see this, because I think everybody, this is, we're talking about marriage, but even 32 years on July 9th, that's, wow. Oh, so you should be here. Donna Lynn, you should just be right here doing this for me. I want you to come in, and I want you to invite all your followers and tell them about Mommy Scopes. Tell them it is a safe place for moms to get together and talk about all things mommy and today marriage, but that can apply to anything. If you're in a relationship, even if you're a single mom, you might be dating and you might get married again one day, and this will apply to you too. So I think it's great. Oh my gosh, thank you for those streaming hearts. They just look so beautiful. But yes, it sounds romantic. We have a very incredible story. We fell hard. We fell quickly. We got married, and we went straight forward into life We moved away. It was crazy. There was a lot of consequences because of it. A lot of family members, number one, were scared because they didn't think we knew what we were doing. We were so young. I look now at kids who are 23 getting married, and I'm like, what the heck are they doing? They're like barely out of diapers and they're getting married. And I had like 2 kids by then. So it's crazy. So now as a mom, you know, I'm 39 years old and I'm looking back, I realized that the fear that they had. But I don't know about Melody, and like I said before, I would love to hear her story. Exactly, I would love to hear your story. But for me, it was something I had to do. I wasn't in the best of circumstances. I wasn't in a position where my home was a safe place to talk or share my heart. And I think that's the most important thing here. So moms, don't be scared. I think the thing that you should be scared of is not if your daughter runs away and gets married. It's that, do you have your children's hearts? And I think at the end of the day, that's what comes down to it. Because if you have a certain trust built with your child, then they're going to come to you and they're going to tell you this, and you're going to know all along everything that's going on. So yes, I do fear that my children are, might do the same thing for me, and I'd be devastated. Number one, I'd handle it differently than the situation I was in, than my parents maybe, if it happened to me. I think I would be so relentless after their hearts. After that, they would have no choice but to let me in because I would just be pathetic. But I think the most important things for us as parents is to not be scared of the next chapter in their life, but take their hand and walk them through it. Because they're going to go to that next chapter no matter how much you're scared, no matter how much that you are afraid or you're worried or you don't want them to go there. Well, guess what? They're not going to wait for you to get ready. They're not going to wait for you to say the magic words because life moves at a fast pace. So moms, suck it up. This is when you put those big girl panties on and you take their hand and you share and you walk them through it and you tell them that you're scared and you tell them that, you know what, I don't know how to handle this, but let's figure it out. And you won't, if you handle it a certain way, there's a good chance you're not going to wake up to a note or go away on vacation and find that your daughter is gone. Anyway, so that was totally off the topic, but that kind of goes along with marriage. So honesty works. Absolutely. Honesty, honesty, honesty. And I tell my kids all the time, my kids, know a lot of the story. They don't know all the story. I mean, heck, I even forgot half the story. It was 19 years ago. I don't even remember half of it. But I tell them all the time, don't do what I did. Mine might have, there was consequences for all decisions I made, and I don't have a very good relationship with my parents right now because of it. Because some people just can't get over hurt. But through that, I learned how to love my kids unconditionally and build trust with them. Absolutely. Can you throw up that first part? I was too busy babbling that I missed that first part. I would love to hear part 1 of that second part. You don't either. See? Oh, Melody, we got to connect. I want to hear your story, girl. You got to tell it. So my husband and I, we moved away. I was a military bride. He was in the Air Force. And I think it's important that we know we aren't perfect and we don't have all the answers. Yes. Yes and yes. Dawn, yes. Melody, yes. You need to scope it. My husband says he's perfect, but I'll tell you that he's not in just 2 minutes. Absolutely. So we got married young, and I think what helped our marriage and what saved our marriage is that we didn't have anybody. I didn't have anybody to run to when times got hard. I got pregnant at 14 and had a baby at 15. He's 24 now. Oh, wow. Wow. So you were a young mom. Whatever, Jason. Yeah, that's right. Mommy scopes. But you're allowed on this one, honey. Guile is my husband, so just in case he makes a smart comment. Jason is his name in real life. So we didn't have anybody. We didn't have friends that were like, oh man, the Mary, come hang out with the boys. And we didn't have like girls be like, oh girl, don't you let him control you. You're your own woman. No, it was me and him in a state where we knew nobody and we didn't have each other. And I believe those 3 years in the military really solidified us. And we had a really solid foundation together. At the end of the day, we didn't have anyone to turn to the left to. We didn't have anyone to turn to the right to. We looked at each other. We didn't even have a mattress, all right? Let me tell you something. We didn't have a mattress. We moved into a house, and I had a bridal shower, so I had like my dishes, and I had my forks and knives. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have everything. And we get into a house because the military gave us a house. and we didn't eat. We slept on, for the first 2 months of marriage, we slept on a comforter on the floor. And then I got pregnant, and my husband felt guilty. Hi, hello, welcome. My husband felt guilty. He's like, I got a pregnant wife. I can't have her sleeping on the floor. So we got us a mattress, and we didn't have a bedspread. Yeah, we didn't have a frame. I know, so we piled them on mattresses. But you know what? We built our life together. We built our life spiritually together, emotionally together, and we built our life physically together. And I think that's why after 19 years, our marriage isn't perfect. We fight all the time. There's things that drive me crazy about him. I drive him crazy on a daily basis. But at the end of the day, it's that solid foundation that has really gotten us through, and our commitment to marriage. For us, for me personally, I was raised, I told him when we were engaged, I said, listen, look at this face. I sat in McDonald's, and I said, look at this face. Because this is the face you're going to see until the day you die. Because, honey, I'm not signing any divorce papers, okay? I was raised that divorce is wrong. I was raised very religiously, but very legalistically. So I was also looking at it. You just don't do it. You just don't do it. Especially it would bring shame to the family. Now, I still believe the same way, but I believe it for different reasons. I believe it because I made a commitment. I made a commitment before my friends, and I made a commitment before the Lord, and I made a commitment before my future children that I wouldn't. And I know circumstances are different for every people, so I don't I brought this shame. Will you shut up? That's my sister. Tell her to shut up. She did not bring the shame. My sister is divorced. And so that's why I want to come here, and I want to say, and we were raised in the same house. She wasn't like a sister raised by another mister. We were raised in the same house. But you know what? Life takes different paths for each and every one of us. And I am not here to tell you that I'm not here to condemn you to hell for whatever, happened in your relationships. That's not what I'm here for. But I'm here to help with whatever relationships that we are in, and I am here to help with whatever relationships that we have in the future. Thank you, Christine, and thank you for those hearts. Are those hearts yours? You seem to match up with the purple. Thank you so much. So that's what it is. And I don't know, I think we live in a world where we want that. A lot of women, we want those, yet so true, sometimes life is unexpected. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you never know look, you even know, yesterday I was all excited, we're going to go to marriage, we're going to have a date. And this morning I was all excited, we're going to go to the mall. And then I scoped you, my whole day turned upside down turvy. And it wasn't anything, horrific, but it's just, things never happen according to plan. And so we have to be careful not to judge, and to just, at the end of the day, remember what we believe in. So there's a lot of things I learned. It's important to know your man. That's what I think. It's important to know him, not just to know any man, but know his little ticks. Me and my sis are perfect examples that you can't predict things. Yes, you cannot predict things. He is a very basic man. I found it seems to be, and I don't say this because I have experience with a whole bunch of different men, because I don't. It's just him, and I've only been married to him. But from what I see from other couples, from other women, he's a very meat and potatoes man. I found that I like to tell women, men pretty much are very basic, and I don't want to be I'm in the kitchen in my apron, and he's like the cave, like Bam Bam with the caveman, and pulling my hair back in the cave. But he's very basic, and I find that a lot of men are. And I think they may sing a different tune, but once they figure out the basics, my thing is you feed them, and they're happy. And if you're married to them, you have sex with them, and they're happy. Girls, put your earphones in. Do they have the earphones in? Hannah's here. Okay, I'm telling my teenagers. I'm like, go upstairs. I said, men are basic, women are complicated. Men are basic, and I know that my man is basic. I feed him, and again, if you're related to me and you don't want to hear this, we're going to be talking about sex. I don't want to know routines. If your husband likes to lick your toes, hey, more power to you. I don't want to know about it. We're not going to talk about different, my husband, we're great, guys, and this thing that we bought at the store. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We're not going to get weird here. But we're just going to talk, men are basic. I find that my man, I love feeding him. Nothing makes me happier than cooking for him, because I know the smells of a home-cooked meal when he comes home. It's like a turn on to him. He loves it. My daughter walked up as soon as you said sex. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes. The male. He's, just say it's a male-female thing. Yeah, rice. Yes, my husband has to have rice every day. So, so I found that men are very basic, and so is my husband. So if those two things are always around, he's happy as a clam. He's easier to talk to. He's more willing to listen to what I have to say. He's more willing, and I don't use it as a tool to like, well, you know what, I really want that shirt, so I'm just gonna, let me put my nightie on. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, just respecting his needs and knowing what he likes and stuff like that. And I find that I get mad when, women kind of use that as like a tool to get their way. Hey, every so often it's not that bad, but I haven't seen much of how many years you've been married. I know, Christine, you have an anniversary tomorrow. I want to say it's your 15 years. I feel like a relationship is good when we discuss things and spend quality time. Absolutely. Rosalind, that's a good point. Where did you meet your husband, Rosalind? 16 years. That's right. You celebrate 16 years tomorrow. Are you going to do anything? He feels like a relationship is good when we have sex on the regular. Yes, I know. It's like, I'm telling you, they're basic. All right, maybe they are cavemen. I don't know. But like, it's like a fog is lifted and they can think clear. 10.5 years. That is awesome. I love it. I met my man at church. It's been 8 years for us. It is their need. Absolutely. Rice and sex. Wow. That's pretty much Diet Dr. Pepper. Yeah. Jason's like, don't make me block you. It's my need too. Absolutely. 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 Oh, wow. Cindy, how long have you been married, Cindy Fincher? See, Brum, you said enough. I met my husband at church too. Oh, I was supposed to meet my husband at church. My parents wanted me to meet my husband at church, but I didn't. He was the bad boy. He was the exact opposite of who I would find at church, but now he goes to church. 7 years. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my goodness. I love it. We are spending most of the day as a family and then romantic walk around town. Downtown? Main downtown? I won't say the town. But I'm drinking coffee at 10 o'clock at night. When I scope at 3 a.m. totally delirious, you know why. He was the bad boy, but his parents made him go. Haha, attracted to the bad boy. I met my husband at church, but he was a bad boy before I really knew him. Gotcha, Christine. Nice. I never knew how nice that town was until I started going there for co-op. It was really nice. Oh, so you're going to have a really good time. Well, I'm wondering, I want to ask permission, you ladies, if it is okay to invite my husband into the scope. If it's okay, just either blast with hearts, all right, yes. I made him dump Mary Jane before we dated. He's good now. Yes, of course. Let me get my questions. Honey, there must be something about those. There are something about those bad boys, right? They're just, yeah. And now he's a good boy. He's a really good husband. He's a keeper, my man. Anyone that puts up with me and 7 kids has a special crown waiting for him, let me tell you. Move over. Move over. I want to sit next to you. Come here. All right, let me go. God help me. Okay, everybody say hi. This is my husband, and he just recently was left alone in the bathroom with a razor. It's true. And I'm hiding in my bathroom so he doesn't hear this. Hi. Hi, Jay. Everyone's saying hi to you. You see that? You can read them.
I know. I'm not paying attention. Hi.
Say hi.
Hello.
He did like the No Shave November challenge 4 years ago when he never shaved. And he kept it neat and I loved it. So, are you watching me? No. Okay. I thought my daughter was watching it. So, and I loved it, right? But I should know never to leave him alone in the bathroom with a razor. Because every time I leave him alone, he's like a child. He's like a toddler. I go in there and I'm like,
not a lot either. Don't worry.
I'm like, what's going on? Like, he's taking so long in the bathroom when I go in there. And I literally like scream because it's like another man is in my bathroom after like 4 years of not seeing hair. I'm not seeing his face. Look at this. And now I was trying not to, I really, don't close your ears.
Yeah.
I really wasn't like trying to hide my disappointment, but I almost started crying.
She couldn't hide her disappointment, trust me.
My hubby just shaved his head today. No more hair. He looks like a baby. I know. I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I'm like going to be kissing like a 14-year-old. I'm like, yeah, he looks good. I know
Cindy.
he is, but I miss his hair. Now he's as Penelope would say, pickles.
Pickles,
He's got pickles here.
She's begging to grow it back.
She's like, Daddy, when is Daddy's hair going to grow back? He's got pickles. Yeah. So, I'm going to use this as a microphone. Ooh, I'm going to use this as a microphone. I have some questions that I want to ask you about marriage.
Oh, God.
And I want you to remember that this right here is a safe zone, okay? A safe zone. Anything you say here cannot and will not be used against you in a court of law, okay? We just want to make that clear, all right? And these ladies, there's only 12 of them. It's a very small crowd tonight. They must be bored of hearing my voice. They want to know, Safe Zone on Live.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay. And remember, after the cameras go off, you still gotta look at me.
I know.
So answer nicely. But no, and I didn't tell him the questions. I said, Jason, well, do you want to know the questions just beforehand, just to prepare? He's like, no, that wouldn't be right. So see, I was ready to cheat, and he was totally on it. Okay. So question number 1, and if you have questions, throw it up there, and he'll answer you. He's good like that. Question number 1. Mm-hmm. Okay.
She is a cheater.
I am a cheater. Okay. Did the reality of marriage live up to your expectations?
Did it live up to my expectations? I didn't really have too much expectations. I was an old soul. I was always told I was an old soul, so I was ready to be married at 17, 18 years old.
Christine has some better answers than you.
Christine, what?
So Christine.
Oh.
You can't read that today.
I was going to say, I'm not even paying attention to chat. Forgive me.
Are an old soul. Hey, I'm older than him.
I am.
What are you trying to say, Dawn?
No, what it is, my mom was divorced 3 times. We were on a 3rd husband by the time I moved out.
I'm sure she's not watching. She'll get mad.
I'm not worried about it. No, and it was a tumultuous time. Let's just say that. So this is great. Honestly, it is. It's great. She's been a great wife. Yeah, it's true. I'm not even lying. Sure.
Brownie boy.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, just keep talking. No,
That's it. Simple answers. Done.
Okay. What was or is the hardest thing about marriage? From a man's point of view. Be nice, because we have a lot of different ladies out there.
I think it's the grace that you have to give your wife. You come home from work, you've been gone all day, and you expect the attention to be on you, and it's not. It's really not. You have who knows how many children.
I gotta put. That's what happens when he gets you pregnant 7 times. They can't be on him all the time.
Done.
Okay, go ahead.
I wasn't done. 1 kid, 2 kids, 7 children, if not more, and you have to give grace, because all of a sudden you get jealous of your children. You do. If he says no, he's lying.
And the cat. You got jealous of the cat.
The cat.
You got jealous of the cat.
The dog. Whatever else was taking attention away from me. Because you know what? I want to be paid attention to. I know your husband wants to be paid attention to. If he wants to be left alone, I don't understand that. I'm sorry.
Link. Oh, Link. I miss
Oh, real
my
nice,
Link.
Christine. Now we're going to cry all night.
Did you ever fight over how many kids you wanted?
No.
I don't think we discussed how many kids we wanted until
Not
like 3 years into the marriage. Yeah.
No, not coming in at all.
Maybe our parents were right. We didn't know what we were doing. Well, they weren't all planned. Let's just put it that way. I want one more, but he doesn't know. How many do you have now? Hi, guys. Sorry I'm late. That's okay. How many kids do you have now?
I was going to say.
You just put them on here. We can convince them 5 minutes.
2?
2. Oh, do it.
What's one more?
What's one more?
We tell
Seriously.
everybody. It's horrible. We are the worst influence in the world. Like, seriously. Everybody's like,
absolutely, do it.
Oh, I can't afford them. You'll never be able to afford them.
I'm one of
You can't
5.
afford
That's
one.
awesome. We can't afford any of them.
trust me, you find a way.
You find a way. I was just having this conversation with somebody. Who was I having this conversation about?
I have no
About she wants more. Oh, this lady at the pool. Couldn't agree more. I wish I would have had 4. Have some more. Oh, you can't have more, Donna. That's right. I
Real
forgot.
nice. Real nice.
And I can't even be a surrogate for you. I have 1 and want 1 more, but I'm 38. Do it. I had
What'd you
mine. 36.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You're sweet. I'm also an only child. Yes, have them. Have them. Seriously, what's 1 more? I always say in retrospect, what's like, a lot of people
You'll
are like,
never
oh,
regret
you'll never
not
regret it.
having-
I had my last
Never
after-
regret having
exactly.
them. You'll never regret having them. You'll always regret not having them.
Exactly. I have a lot of women come up to me in the store and they sit there, and older women, and we're talking 60s, 70s, and they cry. I had my last one at 40. Absolutely do it.
Go.
I have them come up to me and cry and say, I wish I would have had more, and I was scared. But you know what? When you have maybe a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old, and you think about having that other one, you're like, oh my God, do I want to go back to diapers? And do I want to go back to all that stuff? But in
Increase your font on this thing. How do you
yeah.
read
Oh, I read it fine. But in retrospect, how to
No, you don't. It's not about tricking.
no, you
him.
don't trick him into another, but you just make him watch the replay. That's all. We'll trick him.
No, no.
Let us trick him. You don't want to trick him. You're your wife, but we're not committed. We could trick him.
Trust me, he'll be fine.
He'll be fine. You know what? In retrospect, what's 2 years of carrying a diaper bag when you have a lifetime worth of this awesome creature that you guys raised together? It's really, yeah, no tricks. I kind of tricked him into the second one.
Nice.
I have twice so far. I'm setting a schedule. I hope I don't get pregnant
Kristen.
anymore. Oh, Kristen, you have to have another. You be quiet.
I prayed my husband into the last one.
Absolutely. Don't
the
give
last
up.
2? Is that what she said? Last 2?
Last 2. See?
I was gonna
See?
say, you're praying
To
hard.
tell you a little bit of my story, this is going to go off on marriage. I had 2 children right away, 2 girls, and we were done. I didn't want any more. I was done. We were in the military. We went to the doctor, and we said, cut it. Cut him, cut me, cut both of us. We'll just have a big old party right on the table. And he said no. And then 5 years later, I felt like God was telling me to have another one. And I'm like, I don't want another kid. But I felt like it. And I got pregnant and I lost that baby. And I got pregnant right again. I even tried selling our baby stuff in hopes of the karma, but that comes with it. We have 7. We are blended. I had 3, he had 3, and 1 together. That is awesome. But I ended up having 5 more. So you never know what's in store for, you never know your future. You never know how his heart will change. We've gone back and forth. There was a time where I went through a lot of losses after number 5. I had 5 miscarriages and 1 in my second trimester. And that was very troubling for us. That was very hard on him. He didn't want any more kids. After all that, he didn't want any more kids. Because he knew how much it hurt me.
Yeah.
And men are fixers. Men
we
like
can't
to
fix that.
We can't fix that. They don't like to see us in pain. So they're.
No, we have 7.
We have
kids,
7
yeah.
7 kids. Yeah, 7 kids. There's one of my chivs right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dear husband. Oh, so sorry. Just had my first miscarriage. I'm so sorry. Just had 1 miscarriage, and my husband was the same.
okay, I
Yes,
understand.
absolutely. He didn't want any more. Men are fixers. They like to fix things, and if they can't fix it, then they just don't do it.
Going through it was hard.
And it was very hard for him, and it got to the point where it was hard for me to have relations with him because it made me think of what I couldn't have because we would make sure it wouldn't happen. So that was kind of hard. We went through a very difficult time with that, and it seemed
it
much
was a
longer
fight.
than it was hard, and I would cry. He was afraid I'd lose my mind. Yes.
Oh,
mhm.
it got intense. Let's just
Yeah,
say.
my kid's in the back. One of my kittens.
Say,
right there.
wave, Hannah. Oh, she's
Wave.
like, her hair's not done.
Oh, her hair's not done. She's in a sports bra. I should put the camera down. I have a blended family too. I had 1, had 2, and we had 1 together. Awesome.
Didn't you say
yeah.
she wasn't allowed to talk?
Who? My sister?
That's Cindy.
Oh, yeah, Cindy's
No
not allowed
talking.
to.
You're not allowed to talk. You're
Can we
done.
block-
You're cut off. You're done.
That I'm the one that does the physical and emotional part of pregnant and being. I know it's so true, but you know what? Men, they just.
And that's just
Explain
it. Well, that's the thing. It's like, I understand where you guys take on that burden. Like, honestly, because you're the one going through 100% of it. But from us looking in, the hurt that you guys go through if something were to happen is absolutely heart-wrenching. And the thing is, we don't react how you want us to react. We actually get angry and quiet and distant and pull away and everything like that. And it's not we don't mean to be that way, but it's just how it is. It really is. And the thought of having to continue that every month and know that it's a possibility it's not going to happen, and then you're going to just go pow, and it's not cool. And it's not being selfish because, you know, we want to protect ourselves from having to deal with it. It's just no one likes to see their wife hurting. It just doesn't.
Rosalind has an issue. She said it's the financial part for her husband because she stays at home and she homeschools.
Well, so do you. But the thing is, there's a lot of things we go without that I would love, you know. But the benefit of having her stay home and be with the kids and raise our own children and have her influence them more than the outside world, because Lord knows we know how the outside world is. It outweighs the cost.
Yeah, but let me tell you, being raised by me, are my kids sheltered?
No, our kids are not. No, they're not sheltered. With us two as parents, no. And don't get me wrong, we're not like horrible. There's plenty of people in here that know us actually in real life, and no.
I love the conversations going on between you guys. That really warms my heart, because that's what I want. I want you moms to connect. There's situations here. I know my sister, C. Brum, she was divorced.
Dawn.
Not at all sheltered.
What are you trying to say, girl?
What are you trying to say? Let's go right now. Dawn and I are going to scope together in July if she comes down here. There's a certain things that the moons have to align just right before she's able to come. But if she is, we're going to scope together. But C. Brum, she's my sister, and I've been married 19 years, and she's been divorced, and she has kids from her. Well, you guys should have a marriage class once a month and charge for it. No.
I was going to say, all you got to get is real deal.
Yes, very hard. I'm writing a book called Stepmom Strong. Yes. Aww. And I love that. My sister, you know, she comes to me and she calls me with issues and problems with her. She has 2 step-teens in a very complicated situation. And I give her advice as best I can, but I don't know what it's like to walk in her shoes. So I love that Fitabulous Mom Olivia and my sister are connecting, because you guys, you've been there, you've walked together, and that is awesome. I have another question. You're not off the hook. Done. You are not off the hook.
I was going to say, they're probably bored seeing me. They want you to talk because they like you.
We have a blended family life group at church. That's awesome. I think it's so important to get plugged in somewhere and just talk to other moms that have walked the journey that you have walked, or either in it, older than you've been there, done that too. No, we like you too. Oh, thank you, Psycho with 6. I'm sorry, Psycho with 6. Can you please, our family loves your family. We were driving down the road and you guys are plugged into the auxiliary.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Psycho, Melanie, thank you so much. I'm going to write that down. Write that down. Psycho with 6. Her name's Melanie. I don't want to forget that.
I love the name. It's absolutely great.
I know, right? Isn't that a great name? I think of you girls all the time, and it's like, I gotta text it. I gotta show them a picture. Oh man, it's on TV. So, I want to know if you guys want like screenshots. I have an Instagram page. It is Gigi's Place 9 on Instagram. I used to be a blogger. I blogged for many, many, many years, and for many, many, many reasons I stopped blogging. And half of my website is gone, but my original website is still live somewhere in Bloggerland. So I lost a lot of my content, but I didn't lose my Instagram. And I love to Instagram. I love pictures.
Crazy.
Follow me.
My life is everywhere.
Nothing
is sacred.
My social media footprint is unbelievable. Gigi's Place, Gigis Place with the number 9, and follow me so I can follow you back, and I can see you and I can see your family and all that. I would love that. Gigis and the word place, Place 9, Gigi's Place 9. I think I'm wearing big white round like John Lennon sunglasses in the profile picture. Yes. So follow me. If you follow me, I'll follow you back, because I really want to get to know you and your family and your dogs and your pets and all that stuff. Oh, good. I'm glad you're connecting. Okay, so we have one more question. Okay, ready?
Yes.
If you could give one piece of advice to women out there about marriage, what would it be? Be nice.
What do you mean be nice? There's nothing to be nice about. I don't know. I think I've already talked about it. Oh, no? Well, not really. Yeah, I did. Pay attention to your husband. When he comes home, take care of him. You know, a lot of women sit there and have a problem with.
I ain't his mama.
Right, exactly. It's like, I'm not his mother. I don't, he can, this, that, and the other. I'm not here to wipe his butt. It's nothing about that. It's like, all you're doing is you're showing him that you care, that you love him, that you appreciate everything he does for you. Hey, I'm not saying all guys are worth it. I know some are out there that are just jerks. You just can't help it. But the good ones, don't take him for granted. Otherwise, he's going to go somewhere else. And it's...
Absolutely. Melody hit it.
It's reality.
Melody hit it.
What'd she say?
Know his love language and fill that tank.
It's true.
I told you my husband's naked with a bowl of mashed potatoes and he's good to go.
That's
What do you mean
horrible.
by take care? What?
What? No,
Well,
just...
it's a safe place. It's a safe place to talk about
My thing, by take care, well, his needs in general. He does want to realize that you still find him attractive, just like you want us to realize that you want to feel pretty. Hey, we want to sit there and know that you actually still want to be with us, that we're not an inconvenience, or we're just another one of the kids or something else that you have to do that day.
Oh, I got a question for you.
Lord.
Hold on. I got so excited. Okay. This is something that took me 18.5 years to learn. Okay?
18.5 years.
Okay, maybe a little bit less than that.
18 okay.
Okay, there's a two-part question, okay?
Oh, my goodness.
How important, I'm trying to get us both in
know.
here. I know, he's good. I told you he's like my girlfriend. He's great. How important...
Go ahead, come on.
I just want to make sure that her earplugs are in. How important is
Jack
sex?
up the volume. I'll say, so you
Put the volume up real high. You blast that music, baby.
Okay.
Okay. She's not listening. How important
Okay.
is sex in a marriage? That's part one.
Okay.
And part two, when our relationship for some reason goes for a few days or a few weeks without it, how does that affect on your end the relationship? And I
Okay.
want you girls to listen,
All right.
because this is something that I've learned and I consider now.
I can't.
You lost your train of thought.
No, I totally know what I'm going to say, but I don't hear music.
No, hold on.
Yeah,
Put music
exactly.
on.
No, I'm not.
Otherwise,
answering
you're
this
going to get
question
really,
yet.
you're going to end up throwing up.
I know, I'm trying.
Put something decent on. Oh, okay.
It's all about that
Pay
pace.
attention. Okay. My goodness. It's for me in particular. I know it's not like this for every guy. I know it's probably ridiculous
Hold
for
the phone, I
some.
need my coffee.
Okay, I have to hold the phone. So, all right. If it was up to me, every day. 19 years later, same lady, every day. But I know that's not possible.
Ain't nobody
Trust
got
me.
time for that.
Ain't
Ain't
nobody got time for that.
for
Trust
that.
me. It's all the time. But if I'm being honest with myself, I need it. I'm sorry. At least every third day, right? Every third day. Come on, no, seriously. I'm talking to you. I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Now, and you're gonna think I'm ridiculous, but I'm being truthful. I'm being honest. This is, we're
And I'm
sharing.
honestly going to say, we're
sharing.
being honest.
Sharing. If it goes, for me in particular, if it goes 5, 6, 7 days, I start paying attention to other women. I'm not a pig. Seriously, I'm not. I'm not a pig. But if the gun is empty, you ain't got anything to worry about. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell by his communication, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta.
Dawn, is that how it is for you too?
More than 3 days,
I'm telling
we
you,
have trouble. Absolutely.
girlfriend takes care of her man. Come on.
We want to our husbands to listen to us all night long. It's
You don't
like,
want grumpy men.
okay. And we want them to care. We want them to, but I don't understand the curtains. It's just above the curtains, just don't match the. If you want him to care, if you want him to listen, if you want the fog to be lifted,
It's true. No, seriously.
just pull the trigger. And that's what I say. Pull
Exactly.
the trigger. What exactly is the term that we use? Like kidding around.
Look at Dawn. We don't talk to each other well if it's longer.
Exactly.
It's true.
what is
What'd you say?
what was that term that we used? It wasn't pull the trigger, was it? It was.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's exactly
It
what
was?
it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It went from 12 people to 27. So,
We're telling the whole world our sex life. No.
no, hey, it's good. We're
We're talking about marriage.
Keep it a PG.
We're keeping it PG. We want to keep it PG because marriage it's an intimate relationship and shouldn't be out there for the whole world. But I really think that a lot of we're sorry, Jay, but sometimes we just have
Dawn.
to take one for the team.
I love Dawn. Yeah,
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yes.
Dawn.
Well, it's so
Appreciate
funny
that.
because, I look and I don't say much, but I see these women that are like, no, I'm not giving my husband anything. Oh, he's this, he's that, he doesn't do this.
It's
And
gotta
you know
start
what?
somewhere.
It's got to start somewhere. And if he's going to be like that, I can't give advice for a man. I'm not a man. I do not have a penis. But I know what it's like for a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman has the amazing ability. You don't realize the power that you have in a marriage, and that's still with your husband being the head of the marriage, with you being under the umbrella of his protection. The women set the tone for the home. Women set the temperature.
Yeah, exactly.
Women set the mood. Women set everything. You don't understand
You
the
got that
control that
right,
you
Christine.
have. What did she say?
She said you shouldn't be used as a weapon. I am reading it. I'm not ignoring anybody. I'm reading what you're
yes,
saying.
And
I just don't want to interrupt anything.
If you want the relationship to change, women have this unbelievable power to change it simply by laying yourself. No. Let me use a different word.
What? Come on, man.
Simply by just being the better person.
You go and do that.
Who's saying
You
that?
heard
Is
it,
it anybody?
Rosalind.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying, girl. Come
Yes.
on.
So we have the amazing ability. So if there's some things in your relationship that you want to change, I really, 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 really want you to look at your sex life. Because you know what? Well, first of all, if it's something that you haven't done because you just don't feel like, sometimes, if you could maybe just,
Rosalind, you need to change it. I'm telling you, you will see a huge difference in him.
I'm sorry.
Difference.
I don't make you to feel guilty because you know what?
No.
I don't know your husband. I don't know the situation in your marriage. So I don't want to make somebody feel guilty and they have issues
It's
that I
not
don't know
about that. We're just trying to sit there and kind of give you a glimpse.
Just take a look at your marriage, and I want you to sit back in a normal, healthy marriage. There's no abuse here. I'm not talking about marriages that have physical abuse, serious emotional abuse, and stuff
right.
like
a healthy we're looking at a healthy marriage.
Husbands that have addictions or anything like that. I'm not talking about that. I don't know about that. But I'm talking about women. Take a look at your marriage, okay? If you want to change it, somebody has to make the first step. And I'm sitting here from a woman who learned the hard way of many times fighting with my husband, and I still do all the time. I listen to Heidi St. John. Heidi St. John is a wonderful speaker.
Yeah.
And I used to travel locally with her to see her and talk to her and help her out with stuff. And she would be like, oh my gosh, my husband would want to have sex. And I'd lay in bed and say, maybe if I cry, maybe if I lay in bed and cry, he won't want to touch me. So then he'd be like, oh baby, I'll make you feel better. And she's like, ah, So I get it. I know. But it's time. If you want to change your home, if you are tired of the way things are, girl, take him into the bedroom, pull that trigger, lift that fog, and it might take a little bit. He might be able to think clear.
I'll say, Stephen will be a better person.
He might. My internet sucks. I'm so upset because this conversation is awesome. It's going to be on replay. Don't you worry.
Let's see.
Love changes things.
There are times you just need space,
but it needs to be
a short time. And my thing's, hey, we're not asking for, what is that? We're not asking for, circus in the bedroom, nothing like that. You want to, be as short as you want or whatever. Hey, be free. Be free. It doesn't matter. All of a sudden, if we're not suspecting it and all of a sudden it just happens, we're that much more appreciative. I mean, it's just like, what just happened? I'll take it. I will take it. It's true.
7 kids.
It's true. Well,
anyway.
She won't leave me alone.
It's trapped. I tell him I've been manipulated for 19 years. I still have no idea what's going on. Total manipulation. Totally manipulated. But anyway, it's called Spicing Up Your Marriage. Yeah, we can show him the swing we have in the bedroom.
What?
No, just kidding.
I was going to say, I haven't invested. I haven't seen it yet.
I'm sorry. Okay, and so anyway. So girls, if you're noticing this is from a man's perspective,
I understand She's like, it's either right when he gets home or just before we go to bed when we're exhausted.
It's been times where it's
Closet.
coming and going. And it's like
I don't know how big your closet
30 seconds. Lock the door. Penelope's dad, dad. And we're like, dad, you know, totally just to pull the trigger to the next time because that's how life rolls. So, girls, if there's something that you want to change in your marriage and you don't know, start there. I think that could be the basis of everything.
He'll listen better.
I was telling somebody, and I don't know who, that marriage is like a wheel. It's like I had lunch with a girlfriend last week. The wedding ring is a beautiful symbol. What?
She's like, his face is red. It's because I laughed and my blood pressure.
Oh yeah, he was at the doctor today and he has high blood pressure. So if you can tell him to take his pills, so I'm not a single mother, that would be great. Otherwise, it's going to be single mommy scope.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, marriage is like a beautiful ring. And once everyone is on track, there's a flow that goes to it. It's a beautiful flow. That's how marriage was designed. If you can flow. But a lot of times we get off track. And when we get off track, that wheel, if you think about a wagon wheel with spikes, you lose some spikes, you get some dents, some spindles. It totally takes that wagon and it starts shaking and it starts shaking and it starts shaking and it's going to take somebody to stop and it's going to take somebody to fix, okay?
Yeah, you have to connect.
And sometimes fixing is going to take a while. And sometimes it's going to take that one person time and time again of fixing and fixing and fixing. But keep at it because eventually everybody's going to come into line and it's going to flow. And that might look a little bit differently for everybody, but everyone is going to flow. But it's going to take that one person to stop, say that something's wrong, and to work hard to fix it.
And we're stubborn as hell, seriously. So it's like, more than likely, we're not going to be the one to kind of tell you what's up. Or, we've had this before where it's like, I'm afraid to say something because I'm afraid I'm going to get my head chopped off. Because don't even look at me like that. Come on. It's true. So, you have to disarm them.
Who is that?
I wish I'd seen this cast from the beginning.
Oh. It's going to be on replay.
It's true, though.
Thank you so much for the hearts, guys. Oh, that's so pretty. I love it. Thank you. Moms on a Mission Cup. Yep, Heidi St. John represents. I love Heidi.
We'll tell her that we have somebody in our feed that's friggin' loving it.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to tell her. She's a personal friend of mine, Heidi St. John, actually. We went through a drought. It was a terrible time for us, but thankfully we are healthy and good. And you know,
no excuses.
There's mountains and there's valleys. There's mountains and there's valleys. I sat in Sunday school one day many moons ago. And we were talking about something. And someone told me something and they said, you know what? Sunshine. Perfect. What does sunshine bring? Constant sunshine.
Drought.
Sunshine brings a drought. It's the storms and the rain and that horrible weather that brings the beauty, that brings the green, that brings the flowers. So hang in there, hang on through the storms. The sun's coming. You need the sun, you need the storms. That's where the beauty comes in. And we all can even climb out of the valley of death. Absolutely. Those valleys are just on one side.
Hey,
absolutely. And sometimes, hi, Pepper.
Popped in.
So it's hard. And so for my advice for women out there, and again, I'm not saying that the whole responsibility falls on our shoulders, but as a woman talking to women, I can only give my side. I don't know what it's like to be a man and have a penis and be married to me. I would not want to be married to me. I'm a little crazy. I can be sometimes. So I can only give from a woman's perspective. So please don't send me hate mail saying,
you just don't understand.
I just
don't
understand.
Get it. You know?
I'm sorry. If I had both things, I'd be able to tell you both, but I don't. It's important to get to know your husband's love language. What makes him tick?
Seriously.
And a lot of men, think about it. Is your man a meat and potatoes man? Is your man potatoes, food and sex? Very men are basic. Very men are turned on by that. So for me, I know that's what he loves. So for me, nothing gives me greater joy than feeding him.
Well,
I love feeding him.
Here's my thing too: is if our needs are taken care of, whether it's sex, food, nurturing, whatever it is.
Food and sex here, yeah.
No, but seriously, we are more willing to listen through all that garbage that you guys feel that we just need to know. And honestly, we don't need to know. But you know what? I love talking to my wife. I love connecting at the dinner table. I love just spending time. But like somebody said earlier, if it goes too long, Dawn said earlier, if it goes too long, the communication doesn't flow as well anymore. All of a sudden, you're just not feeling it.
And they get snippy, and then, why aren't you listening to me? You're ignoring
That's
me.
not me.
And yada, yada, yada.
I just don't feel
My
like dealing.
husband isn't food. Ooh, well, you know, whatever your husband's love language is, that is awesome. He never eats my food.
Well, there's other.
My
there's
hubby
other,
does the
other
cooking
things.
here too. Yes, but every man is different. Get to know your man's love language and test out our little bedroom theory.
Now, here's my thing. Does he honestly like doing the cooking? Or was he forced to do the cooking because you refused? Hey, come on. Or because you refused to? I want to know. Kristen, whoever just said it. I know I saw Kristen say
John
it.
likes it.
He loves it? Good. Then that's all good. But I know some men are forced to. It's everybody's laughing because you beat me.
What? I didn't beat you. Did I beat you?
Yeah, I got hit.
All right.
I got hit for I was trying to behave.
You won't want to eat my food. I love Kristen. Jay's
I make it, he
getting
doesn't
real.
eat it.
I make it as neither do my children. Oh, I smacked him. Did I smack him?
Thank you. See? I have witnesses. everywhere.
Sorry. And I can't even lie and say I didn't.
But I was going to say, I think that was pretty much it, right?
Those are my 3 big questions. Do you have any questions for Jay?
Oh, Lord.
We want to know if you have any questions. Wonder
I'll say, honestly, I don't mind.
How a man thinks.
Who's this? John. What's up?
Dawn's husband just texted Jason. John, if you're watching, we just told on you. You texted me. Thanks for being so real. Love this. Oh, it's our pleasure, and so does my man. Aw. So if you have any questions for Jason, if you want to know or have any
I'll tell you. At least my opinion.
My hubby doesn't like to pray in front of everybody.
You know what? I'm exactly the same way. I seriously am. I don't know if it's...
He's right here. Hi, John.
I don't know if it's a confidence thing, because... I don't mind praying, by myself at all. What's going on?
I swear my girls know when I pour them a glass of milk, it's not as good as Steven's.
What advice are you giving your daughters on dealing with men? Wow.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's,
I was going to say, I have a great relationship with my girls. I would say, you probably ask them and they think, of course, I'm a little overbearing or probably a little excessive on some things. But I think we have... Hey, Hannah. Do we have a decent relationship? Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I know I drive you crazy. Yeah. But I'm your father. I'm supposed to drive you crazy. No. I'm not showing Hannah. Hannah's indecent. Freaking hanging out in the litter. She says she doesn't want to come on camera. My thing is, it's like, you need a great communicator. You need somebody that has a great relationship with their mother. A hard worker. And the thing is, honestly, I know
Pepper,
the goo-goo
I don't know
eyes.
What I'm telling.
Well, my thing is, try not to be blinded by, oh, he's so cute.
What do we
so
tell you
nice,
about boys?
He's very wonderful, because it doesn't mean crap
advice.
in
When
the
we
end.
give you advice, what do we tell you? What have I told you about boys? This isn't a test. I'm drawing a blank here. I forget. I'm under pressure. That was a good question, Pepper. I'm going to have to do my research.
But everybody's saying, hi, Hannah.
Hi. What does mommy tell you
Loves
about
his mama and our
boys?
2 girls. That's it. Yeah. The thing is, if your man can't respect his own mother, what makes you think he's going to respect you? For real. She gave birth to him. She raised him. Now, who knows what in the world he grew up with, and you only know that. But, it's true. If he can't respect his own mom, then you got issues. You got problems. It's not going to get any better.
We've tried to give our kids a really good relationship, especially our daughters, with their father, and being really open. And I think they tend to naturally just be attracted to somebody like their dad. Hannah is actually seeing somebody, and he's a lot kind of scares me. I was just telling my husband, it scares us a lot because they remind me a lot of when me and Jason were very young. But we're not running from it. She's 16.
Everybody's saying you're pretty.
Oh, saying you're pretty. Say thank you. Thank you. Be nice. Be sweet.
I look like...
Aw, that is sad. His
His
mom's moving to Florida, and he totally cried last night.
Saying goodbye to
I
her.
cried when I left my mom. I did, like a freaking baby. But, and that was after initially leaving, then going into the military, coming back,
Well, there's
and then
different
leaving
things,
again.
too.
Still cried.
Who was that? Who
My
wrote
husband
that?
does not have a
relationship with his mom, and he's extremely respectful to me. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's different. I mean, not having a relationship with your mother and just being a jerk to your mother,
Right, yeah.
are
There's
two
different.
Totally,
It's different.
Two totally different things.
Dawn, Jason's face when you mentioned the boy.
Yeah, there are expectations. Pepper, you got me, man. I'm trying to remember.
No.
We constantly have conversations with our kids.
I was going to say we do. We talk about it a lot.
But I don't think it's ever been like, this is what you should look for in a boy. I think it's been more mirroring what her and what her parents have. And I just casually, it's kind of something that we organically just throw into our parenting, like, a boy should do this and a boy should do that. And it's so funny because when she brings a boy over, she'll tell me, Mom, I'm taking him outside because I want to see how he does with the kids. And if he's not good with the kids, he can go. And I'm like, okay.
Well, our boys are young. Our oldest boy is 9.
9.
And our youngest
I can't
is
even mention girls to
3.
my 9-year-old. And
Oh,
he's
dude,
like,
he'll crawl into a hole.
So I have no idea. Pepper parenting boys, I have no clue.
He's still locked in the bathroom. Oh, you're still locked in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm a new mom to a 6-year-old boy.
Oh, good for you, Hannah. Good for you, Hannah. Yes. So my big thing is she really wants a guy that is
Foster
respectful. Comes from a really good family.
Can only hope.
I tell my kids that they have to be your best friend. And whatever they give you in a relationship is going to be 100 times better than what they're going to give you in marriage.
Pepper says she's teaching her 8-year-old to tell her that she's beautiful.
Oh, that's so
it's true.
Sweet.
It's true. But
moms of boys, that's a totally different world. Like
it is,
universe.
and we're barely starting to tap into that because he's right now nowhere near interested. Like the poor thing turns bright red at the thought of it, and if anybody even remotely says anything about a girl, he's just like freaked out.
My husband respects me, Rachel, but does not have a good relationship with his mom. Yeah,
well, like
absolutely.
you said,
yeah. It depends. We're not talking about. I mean, sometimes relationships just go bad based on different circumstances. We're just talking about being like.
It was just an example because it's his first ever female in his life. So.
Pepper's teaching her boys that girls are precious and to be taken care of. Yes. Then I have a 2-year-old.
Oh my goodness!
You have a lot of boys.
My 6-year-old has a girlfriend. Not in this house. No way. I'd be like, put the brakes on, son.
Even though this isn't PC.
Even though this isn't PC. What's not PC?
Is she the one with the boyfriend?
No.
The boyfriend?
I have 2 boys.
So
That's Rachel.
if you have advice for parenting boys, I need to get in on your scopes because I need them. They are a hoot. Aww.
Not mine either. Libby tried. Oh, tell Liberty.
Dawn's daughter.
Yes, that it's not happening. It's not happening.
We're watching.
Because I know Daddy and Uncle will not be happy.
No, Liberty's not allowed to date until she's married.
So you should have saw Neil's face when we talk about this one and the boy. He gets all like, what? What? Oh, he was just here the other day and got puffed up. Like, not really, but said he likes her. Oh,
he gets along better, yeah.
So, and the thing is, it depends on the boy, too.
My boy isn't interested, but my younger I have to watch. There's always one. There's always one.
Some of them take notice a lot sooner than others.
Yes, they do. It's just up to them.
Yeah, that's true. There you go. Rosalind's like, another great thing about homeschooling, only boys are at church.
Yeah. Kunkel.
We spell it with a C for cousin. I know, it's weird. Don't even ask. It's a long, long story.
I didn't have my first date until I was 16 years old. Yeah, me neither. I have a book that was recommended. I would love to know the book.
I was going to say, are we allowed to mention the book? Is it like a dirty book? Like, I don't know. How deep into the boys does it dwell? That's what I'm
No, it's about parenting boys.
Oh, okay.
My first kid was at My first kiss was at 17, yes. Tristan. I know Christine.
Since he was 3.
Oh my gosh. Tristan, I had him in my Bible quiz class, and he was hysterical. He was a little manipulator. He had me wrapped around his finger. I'm just like, you're just so cute. You could cheat, yeah.
Jason, what's that? Need you to spend some time with Liberty when we visit.
He
what are you
proposed
kidding?
to the wait. He proposed to the waitress?
Oh, okay.
the book is for sex talk with boys. Yeah, he's doing it. I have to go,
Oh,
girl.
easy. No problem.
He's doing it.
Give it her New York style. John Puff did.
Hi, John. That's my cousin John.
You know she'll blow me off in a heartbeat. Who you kidding?
Oh, is it going so fast? I'm missing him.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, yeah. So if anyone else has any questions for Jason, he would love to answer them.
I would say, if not, I'm gone.
No, we're having fun.
Oh, so much fun.
Yeah. It's my
John, I miss
anniversary.
you.
John's coming up in 3 weeks.
Is he? Are you coming up in 3 weeks? Look at this. I'm going to have a conversation. Have you done... No, we have not had that talk with him.
Bye. Who is
Nice
that?
to meet you all. See you soon.
Lucky mom. I can't read. John, I miss you.
What does that say?
Oh God, he got closer.
Lucky Gus? I think it said Lucky Gus. Be there the 19th.
Yes. I would love to meet all of you one day. I think that would be awesome if we all got together and got to hug each other's necks in real life. Wouldn't that be cool? He's
I think it's more for you than for me.
I think it would be awesome. I mean, I feel like these are friends.
Whoop, whoop.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. Not for a while.
I was gonna say when I start noticing an interest, but even then it's like,
Yes, we're from New York.
yeah, we're from New York. Yeah, even then it's like it's gonna have to be a little bit because
He's totally not there yet. Totally not there
No.
as far as, and we homeschool, so he's not like on the bus and hearing it in the locker room and stuff like that. Yeah, New York. So we're probably going to do, I didn't do it with,
Texas.
I
We're
didn't
in
have
Texas.
to talk with my girls. I'm in Ohio.
It's like OH.
Yes.
I go.
We didn't have the talk with the girls until we were like a little older,
Right.
14.
Yeah, like Dawn says, once questions were asked or false
When
assumptions,
did you guys
that's
have
huge.
the sex talk with your kids? I would love to know. There's a lot of older moms here
There it is.
with good advice.
IO.
CB Public School, yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
that talk kind of comes a little bit earlier because they start hearing things. So just when they start asking questions, I think Dawn said it would be the best time.
I was gonna say I think I was blocking the mic, so I was gonna say, let's say 8 years for all of them. My girls were between 8 and 11.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
depends
think-
on the kid.
I think my mom, I think I was 10, but that's because there was a 16-year-old girl while I was 10 who was
When I was pregnant with Ashlyn.
who was
yes.
pursuing me like nobody's
That's
business.
Steph and Brian.
It was a little creepy, I know.
Mine is 9 and is not ready. Yeah, mine's not ready.
No public school for him.
Kayla. Yep. So it's all like
It just depends, hey, either way is okay. We just choose to homeschool our kids. I went to public school my whole life. You went to public school your whole life. She did not. What was it?
Up to
Third grade?
third grade.
Third grade. She was pulled.
And I don't know if I'm going to continue. Ooh, excuse me. Me too. I don't know if I'm going to continue. It's just something that I'm doing right now. I'm out. Love you guys. Bye, John.
Later, John.
Brian was 11 or 12-ish. Yes, 8. I started dropping it in conversations here and there. Yes, I know. It was really hard for me to have the talk with the girls. That was very uncomfortable because I wasn't told. We're in our late 30s, so it was just a different generation back then for all of our parents. And so it wasn't just easily told that, like, hey, we do this. We live in a good district, so that makes a difference. Yes, it does make a difference. So I was just told, like, my sex talk was don't get pregnant because we'll have to send you away.
To a nunnery.
Because you'll be ashamed to the family. And that was in the car right
Convent.
before I went to see the ophthalmologist. I don't know what an eye doctor has to do with that, but that was my sex talk. And I didn't want that to be for my children. So it was like a random one night. I pulled them in the back porch and I'm like, hey, you know what sex is? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, what is it? And they're like, I don't know.
That was Emma. That wasn't me.
Well, you were like, huh?
Yeah, and then
And she found out earlier because her sister was there. Yeah, and they were like, okay, this is sex, and this happens, and this happens, and this happens. And they're like,
yeah, like what?
oh my God. We're very open in this house. Like, they'll be listening to a song on the radio, and I'm like, let's talk about that song. Let's talk about what's going on in that song. She's talking about doing this and doing
Nice,
that and
Kristen.
doing that and doing this. What?
Ophthalmologist,
Gynecologist,
gynecologist.
same thing, right? I
That's
know. Let's go to the eye doctor and have sex talk.
Yeah, it's like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, kept bringing me asked what was happening. That's right.
That's awesome. I think that's a great way. I kind of wish I had that.
My thing is, it comes on TV. Like, what are they doing? Nothing. Don't worry about it. Click channel.
Oh my! Do you remember
Changed.
when we watched Blackfish?
I didn't watch it.
Oh my gosh, we had the whole family watching the doc because everybody said everybody had to watch this stupid document Blackfish. So we put on Netflix. Emma has her her friend boy.
They need to know what they're singing about.
Exactly.
Oh,
so I tell them, oh yeah, we have good lessons. Their friends will be over, and I'm like, everybody gather around Amy because Amy's going to tell you what this song's about. She's crying because her boyfriend left her and she shouldn't have had sex, and this is what happens. And they're like, Mom. So everyone gets a life lesson when they come over my house.
Blue Lagoon.
The Blue Lagoon. I know, right? And so Blackfish is on there. My daughter has her friend that's a boy over that she's kind of hanging out with. This was a couple of years ago. And there's Shamu in all his glory. They're taking sperm samples from him. And they're like, what's going on? What's happening? I'm like, find the remote. Get the remote. So she remembers. I'm freaking out. I'm throwing
All the
things
little
at the
ones.
TV. I'm telling her, don't watch Blackfish with your kids. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so
We
much.
need to wrap this up.
Yeah, we need to wrap this up. I feel like I'm taking
another
up
one.
all your night, and I don't want to take up all your night. It's been an hour. I know. I said, I'll just be on for a half hour and you could come right down. And she comes down. She's like, Mom, it's an hour. You want to show everyone? This is my other one, my oldest.
Oh, my hands are like shaking. I'm shocked.
When I was a kid, they had after-school shows about issues that were real issues. Yes! The after-school specials. I remember them on ABC. Don't you remember them?
Yes, I remember them.
Ooh, I would love to see them now. They were all dramatic and all that. Oh, Dawn, text me what's wrong with your puppy. I saw your scope, and Dawn had a crisis with her puppy, and she had to drop the puppy off an hour, and I want to know what happened to the puppy.
Love Charming Life.
Yes, bye. So, ladies, yes, gotta go
Bye.
take care of that hubby. Wing. Ladies, I'm gonna
Bye,
wrap
Rosalind.
this up. It is late. I am tired. I want to
Bye,
spend
Dawn.
the last 40 minutes of my anniversary with my man because he's been so good tonight. But tonight is not your night. No, just kidding. And thank you
Rich.
so much for joining us. Tomorrow is our last Mommy Scopes of the week. I'm going to take the weekend off so you and I do not have
Bye,
to be
Melody.
glued to our phones. Thank you so much.
Rach.
So join us tomorrow night. And I want you to join us for Mommy Scoops. I have no idea what the topic is going to be, but I would love to see you there. Kind of decompress, get ready for the weekend.
It's a serious outro you got going on here. Just saying.
Join us on Mommy Scoops on Facebook. Follow us. Share with your friends. I love you,
Thank you, guys.
all. Signing out from our
I have
living
no idea
room.
how to shut this.
Have a magical evening. That's not how you shut it off.
I don't know.
Come here. Come closer and I'll
What's
shut
that?
it off.
You shut it
What
off.
are you doing? Watch her. She's in her bra.
I'm not showing her.
All right.
Thanks,
Hold
guys.
on. Love you guys. I think we go down here. Oh, well, your finger's in it.